What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Sane, and today is going to be another part of the most underrated top 6 most underrated Pokemon, in my opinion, of Nuzlocke, Gen 3 Nuzlocke. Today is going to be Firered, Leafgreen, and I'm just going to get right into it. Let's go with it. So Beedrill, everyone knows Butterfree, but Beedrill is another Pokemon. That's the other bug type Pokemon you get in Viridian City, or you get around there, and it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not as useful as Butterfree at all, but it can come in handy later on. Like, it can actually be really good against Sabrina. Just because even though the bug type moves in the game are all pretty weak, like 50, 50 base power bug coming off 80 and stab or like pin missile hitting a good amount of times, it's still going to hit hard. It's going to be good. It's going to be good against Sabrina, especially because you can have agility by that time because it learns agility at 40. Um, it's got some interesting covers like Brick Break. You can teach it like Secret Power, Aerial Ace. It's going to be a fully evolved Pokemon for a while, so it's going to be nice. It's good against... It's also pretty good against Misty's Starmie. You have to be careful with Confusion. Make sure the Confusion won't kill you, but you've got good special defense bulk. And at that point, you might be able to live the Confusion. If you do, like, definitely calc it. But if you can, you fire back with like a strong Twin Needle or something, like, you can probably kill. I actually don't even know if Twin Needle has it at that point, or you have Twin Needle at that point, but you're pretty okay again for the early game. Excuse me. You've got amazing moves or you've got amazing typing for Sabrina. You can teach it Aerial Ace, Twin Needle, and take care of, or not Sabrina, sorry, Erica, and Sabrina. You can have agility for it too, and in runs that you don't have Butterfree or no starters or Mankey, which, okay, if you're playing Fire Red Leaf Green, I recommend you do not use Squirtle or Ivysaur because they make Brock really easy and leaves things up to encounters. If you play level caps, you cannot have your Charmeleon have Metal Claw, which makes things even harder. Or can you? Hold on, let me real quick. I'm pretty sure Brock is 14. I just gotta double check this real quick so I don't lie to you guys. No misinformation. I fact checked myself. Metal Claw at 13. Okay, so never mind. So Charmander can have Metal Claw. I recommend not using a starter in Fire Red Leaf Green because every starter has an answer for Brock, and I think Brock is actually a very hard gym if you're not using a starter. So you might get Mankey, which then makes Brock easy. Or you could get a Rattata or a Sparrow over there, and you don't have Mankey, which then Brock becomes hard. And one of your few answers is usually Butterfree, Sleep Powder, Confusion. But what if your Butterfree, your Sleep Powder misses, and Rock Throw just one-hit KOs your Butterfree? Because it's probably what's going to happen. Who do you go to next? Well, you go to Rattata, or you can go to Beedrill, because Beedrill can learn Harden when it's a Kakuna. And I've actually beaten Brock before with Harden, Fury Attack, and Poison Sting. I can't remember what the other move was. It was like String Shot. And I would give myself Harden 6 times. I would use Harden 6 times, max defense, and I would use Poison Sting until it poisoned, and then just Fury Attack away. And I soloed Brock with the Beedrill. With a Beedrill, baby. I think I had like my Pidgeot's Growl on the Geodude so I could get Beedrill set up first. But it's able to do it. Like, it's able to do it. He can do it. He's fine against Misty. He's fine against Surge. He's like not great for the caves, but by that time you can have Brick Break so he can be nice in the caves and Rock Tunnel. And then in the later half of the game, like, he's pretty good. You have Agility Twin Needle for Sabrina, which is actually pretty strong. Like, it's gonna be faster than some of the other slower Psychic types she's got, like a Mime or a Slowbro, or like Hypno's. Like, it can set up the agility on it, kill those things, and then by the time Alakazam comes out, the agility should be faster than Alakazam, unless you're just like so speed screwed on your Beedrill. But even then, like, you still should be faster because you're doubling your speed. Like 75 Alakazam is 120. So yeah, you're faster. You're pretty much always faster after an agility. And a Twin Needle or a Pin Missile that hits like 3 times is dropping that Alakazam. I speak from experience. So Beedrill's pretty solid for there. Like, so don't sleep on Beedrill. Like, it holds up later. It holds up better later game than Butterfree in my opinion, just because it has like that nice power it can bring, and like that unique power it can bring is like the only bug type attack. Even though it's not super good, like it can perform well, you know, if you use it properly. So don't sleep on Beedrill. Beedrill's not bad. Clefable, in my mind, is one of the best encounters in all of Firered Leafgreen. If you have, it's a very low chance you get it, so people probably don't pay it a lot of mind, because it's a low chance you get it in Mount Moon. But if you do, this Pokemon can learn any moves that you want. It can have Sing, you know, Mega Punch. It's bulky. You can evolve it basically whenever you want. Teach it Water Pulse right after Misty. It's nice for the Electric Gym. It's nice for Misty. It's bulky. It can be used for whatever you want. And like after you beat Sabrina and you get Calm Mind, if you have a Clefable, Calm Mind, Psychic, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam. Perfect offensive coverage. And this Pokemon, you just set it up. Like, it sweeps through everything. Even Bruno, the 5-type Elite Four, Calm Mind once and you're just Psychic. You're dropping everything. I mean, it's risky to use. Like, Bruno's such an easy fight. Don't use Clefable against Bruno. Use any other thing ever. But like Agatha, oh my god, Clefable walls Agatha. It's crazy. And then just Calm Mind Ice Beams on like Lance and your rival, and it's so good. It's so bulky. This like 85 special attack is pretty solid, especially when you're boosting with Calm Mind. There's support things you can do with it, with like Attract, Counter, Secret Power, Mega Punch, Sing. There's so much you can do with it. I'm pretty sure I can learn Dream Eater too, right? Dream Eater, yeah. So you can do Sing, Dream Eater, even though that's what you should probably do with Wigglytuff, because that's like the only way Wigglytuff can be good. Anyways, sorry, mumbled there a little bit. My voice is tired. But yeah, Clefable is so good. Easy S tier to me. It's so flexible. It's like even like normal type is just like you're not weak to anything, and you're so bulky that you're in such a nice switch in, and then you're so offensively threatening because you can learn every move like ever. Like, pretty much any move ever. And then Calm Mind, Bolt Beam, Psychic is perfect. Absolutely perfect for Emerald, for Firered Leafgreen. It is the perfect moveset right here. Super good Pokemon. Arbok having Intimidate. So there are 4 Intimidators in Firered Leafgreen. You have Gyarados, you have Arbok, you have Arcanine, you have Tauros. Arbok is definitely the worst of those 4. You should ban Gyarados when you play Firered Leafgreen, especially at least like for a while. Like you shouldn't be able to get Magikarp. I usually ban the old rod. I ban the one I can buy just because Gyarados is just it's so broken. I just ban Gyarados at this point. I never use Gyarados anymore in Nuzlocke. It's not fun. Makes it too easy. So if you're not using Gyarados, or your Gyarados died or whatever, Tauros is a physical tank, does not have very good special defense, and Arcanine does not have amazing special defense either. Arbok does. So Arbok is... yeah, this is pretty good special defense. It's pretty bulky. So Arbok with Intimidate is very bulky. And then you also have Stockpile. So you Intimidate, you make things weaker, you're already bulky, you stockpile up. You don't get Stockpile for a while, but this is like endgame kind of thing. And you're even bulkier. It's also got really cool moves, like Sludge Bomb, which isn't till like late game, like late game. Otherwise, Acid's gonna be fine for a while. Let me pull up Arbok's moveset. You have like Acid 38. It's not great. Like Acid isn't great. So, but I mean, Poison type coverage isn't the most amazing thing. So just teach it other things like Bite will be hitting pretty okay for it, just because 65 special. It's not the most offensive Pokemon ever, but Bite with like Glare, which it learns at a nice point, like Glare at 20, awesome, absolutely awesome. So you got Paraflinch. You can teach it. Screech is nice for just setting things up. Rock Slide. It can learn Earthquake later on, so it can do Glare, Rock Slide, Paraflinch. You can Earthquake, Stockpile, Spit Up. Like there's so much stuff you can do with it. It's really flexible. It reminds me a lot of Swalot. Not as good as Swalot from Emerald, but still pretty good. Like, having Intimidate actually makes it maybe even better on the defensive side. Not as good, maybe not as good offensively, but it's nice. It's a nice Pokemon. It's really useful. Obviously, like, don't use it against Sabrina. Don't use it against Giovanni. But then against pretty much everything else, it's going to be good. It's going to be good against pretty much the rest of the game. So, definitely underrated Pokemon. A nice Intimidator. Also, Tauros is pretty rare to get. Gyarados, you should ban. And if you're playing Firered, then you have... Like, if you're playing Leafgreen, you actually, like, get no Intimidators. But if you're playing Firered, you have Arbok and you have Arcanine, and having both of them in your team and just like double Intimidate shuffling can be really good for some fights, some scary scary physical attacking Pokemon like Giovanni's Kangaskhan or Lance in the end game, your rival in the end game, things like that. So Intimidate shuffling is just nice. Dodrio is like the only good bird in the game. Fearow and Pidgeot are not good. They're not good. Fearow's slightly better than Pidgeot, but they're not good because the early game just sucks to be a flying type. Rock and then water, which you're doing not. You're like, okay. You're like fighting against Misty and then electric, and there's 2 caves, and it's just like, it takes so long for a flying type to be useful. And then there's the grass gym, where flying type finally becomes useful, and Dodrio's right there. Right at the flying gym, or right at the grass gym. So it comes perfect time to just completely take care of one gym. And its stats are nice. 100 speed is pretty damn fast, honestly, for these Gen 1 stats. And 110 attack is hitting really hard. It learns Tri-Attack stupid early, which is going to be stab and have a chance to any kind of status, which is really, really nice. It gets Drill Peck later, so you can do like Fly or Aerial Ace until you get Drill Peck. You can teach it like Double Edge. You can teach it like Steel Wing. It doesn't learn agility till late, so you're really not using agility, unfortunately. I wish it would be better if it learned agility sooner, because you could set up agility and then probably one-shot Alakazam. Sabrina's Alakazam with Tri-Attack. Or just do a lot of damage to it, and then just, like, you'd beat it. But it's still good against Sabrina, just for being faster than every other Psychic type, except for the Alakazam and the Kadabra. So it's good there. It's just hitting pretty much everything neutrally. Really good moves. Like, having Tri-Attack is so crazy. Tri-Attack off of 110 stab. So nice. It's really nice. Really strong Pokemon. Yeah. Not much more to say about it, but I don't know if it's super underrated. I just wanted to talk about it because it's when I think of Firered, Leafgreen, and I think of like good Pokemon, Dodrio just pops in my head. I'm just like, yeah, this is a good Pokemon. It's so simple. It's just so simple. It's literally just like Tri-Attack. It's just Tri-Attack. Flareon. Flareon is the worst evolution. Like, viably wise. It's my favorite evolution, but Vaporeon and Jolteon, especially Jolteon, are just better than Flareon. But Flareon is not bad. Some people kind of seem to forget that Flareon's... Let's take a look at the stats. 95 special attack is not bad. That is actually good special attack. Like, let's take a look at Arcanine. Arcanine's special attack is 100. 100, 95, pretty similar. Let's take a look at Ninetales. Let's just do some fire type comparison. Ninetales special attack is 81. You have a higher special attack than Ninetales, the other fire type competition. And of course, you're not as good as Arcanine. Arcanine is broken, has Intimidate and stuff like that. But you are like 95 special attack is still good, so you're still a good fire type. 110 special defense, great, really nice against Sabrina. Just being a tanky boy, being one tanky little boy, super nice for Sabrina. Comes right, you can get it right on time for Erica. Just clap Erica, and then you're ready for Sabrina. High special defense, teach it Shadow Ball or Bite. If you've already teach Shadow Ball, taught Shadow Ball something. Shadow Ball or Bite. Shadow Ball coming off 130 is dropping everything in Sabrina's gym. Everything. Slowbro, gone. So strong. It's also a perfect wall to Blaine, although Blaine's not hard. But it's good. This thing is bulky. It's not defensively bulky, but it's special defensively bulky. And it is really good offensively. It's not super fast, so you have to be you can't just use it blindly, which is maybe why people don't. It's not like the easiest thing to use. It's not like blinding fast like Jolteon, or it's not like as tanky as Vaporeon. But 95 special attack is still good, and 130 attack is massive. Massive. That is the same attack stat as Breloom and Absol. That hits so hard. So your Shadow Balls, your quick attacks, your secret powers, these are hitting hard, man. They're hitting hard. Like you could two-shot Alakazam with just quick attack. Because you're hitting so hard, but like you could just like one-shot it with Shadow Ball. It's a really nice answer for Sabrina. And Sabrina, I talk a lot about Sabrina. I'm gonna say she's the hardest fight in all of Firered, Leafgreen. I don't think there's a harder fight than her in the entire game, to be honest. Like even your rival at the end of the game, like champion fight rival Elite Four, Lance maybe, but I don't know. I think Sabrina in my mind is like probably the hardest fight, and she also is like I think she's the best run. She's the #1 run killer in Firered Leafgreen. So I put a lot of emphasis on her because she's a run killer. Like she's scary. But like types are so strong, and Flareon is it's one of the best answers. Like even it's not as good as Snorlax or Hypno as an answer, but it's like top 5 answers for answers for Sabrina. Like if I had access to all the Pokemon available to me at that time, and I had to pick a team of 6 to take against Sabrina, Snorlax, Hypno, Flareon. From there I don't know, Jolteon. Snorlax, Flareon, Hypno, Jolteon. 2 more. Beedrill, or Clefable, and Blastoise, probably. Something like that. Like Flareon's like he's so easily on there. It hits so hard. This thing hits so hard. Look at these stats. These are good stats. Good stat. Defense is not great. Speed is not great. HP is not great. I get it. It's not a physical tank, but it's a special tank, and it hits very hard. Last but not least, Kabutops. Kabutops is so good for the Elite Four. It only comes by a time. Like you can only have it for Blaine, which destroys. Don't use it for Giovanni. Giovanni's the easiest. Giovanni's gym fight is the easiest fight in the game. Easiest fight in the game, easily. He doesn't have a Rhydon, dude. He's got 2 Rhyhorns. Why? Why is it not a Rhydon? I don't get it. And then Elite Four, Kabutops kind of solos like the entire Elite Four, except for Bruno. But you can like Swift Swim, Aerial Ace. You probably just killed everything. You Swift Swim, teach your Rain Dance, you teach your Rock Slide, and Lorelei is soloed, except for the Slowbro, which you can just like you can teach it Giga Drain. You could teach it Fury Cut or something. So like the Slowbro is like the only thing on Lorelei's team that's like not one shot by Rock Slide. You're solid against Agatha. You even have like Mud Shot for the poison types on Agatha's team. So if you wanted to use Mud Shot, you could. And then Lance, Rain Dance, Rock Slide, because Lance only has like flying types except for like one Dragonair. 115 stab Rock Slide when you're Rain Dancing, you're fast as fuck. You're zooming. Super good. And then against your rival, depending on what Pokemon, depending on what starter you have, Kabutops can take care of a lot of them. Like you can teach it Surf or Brick Break. And your rival fight, let me just show the champion. Firered Elite Four. I just want to show you guys. So, Lorelei sweeps Dugong, sweeps Cloyster. You have to watch out for Slowbro. But you can still beat. You'll still beat Slowbro. Like you can beat it. Sweeps Jinx, sweeps Lapras. Don't use it against Bruno, because you can Surf the Onix, drop the Onix, Surf the Onix, drop the Onix. Aerial Ace will probably kill you. Aerial Ace will kill you. You're not gonna kill him in Champ. Just don't use Kabutops here. Rain Dance Sweep goes fairly well here. It goes pretty well here. Rock Slide demolishes you. Mud Shot demolishes you. And then the rest of this is like Agatha's a little tricky, but like Kabutops is nice. Just like nothing here is physically tanky. The only thing that like Kabutops won't just like drop with Rock Slide is like Arbok, because it'll intimidate it. But like, and then Lance, weak to Rock Slide, weak to Rock Slide, weak to Rock Slide. It's weak to Rock Slide. Don't forget that. Rock does not resist Rock. Weak to Rock Slide. And then there's the Dragonairs, but like, I mean, Rock Slide's still just gonna hit so hard. It's still gonna hit so hard. You could teach it something else to hit Dragonair, or switch out for Dragonair or something. Then against your rival, if you start Venusaur, your rival will have 3 flying types. So look what happens when you Rain Dance Kabutops. You drop the Pidgeot. You might drop the Alakazam. You actually might just drop it, or like you could 2-shot it. Surf or Giga Drain the Rhydon, and then you have Executor, which is like the one scary thing, but you could like Fury Cutter a couple times. Honestly, Fury Cutter like twice or something, and like it'll hit it really hard. Or Aerial Ace it. Yeah, just Aerial Ace it. You could kill it, honestly. Rock Slide. The Gyarados will intimidate you, but Rock Slide's still gonna hit it really hard, and then Rock Slide will just drop Charizard even after an Intimidate. So like, and if you didn't pick Charizard, then like it's a little harder here because the Venusaur and the Arcanine will intimidate you, and it's a little harder here. It's probably the hardest here, but you know, still like Kabutops is just like sweeps, good, don't use it, sweeps, good for most of this, and then it's still good for like most of this. So Kabutops endgame, fantastic. Rain Dance, Swift Swim, Rock Slide, like Aerial Ace, and then like I don't know, Giga Drain. You're like, why would you teach Kabutops Giga Drain? I don't know, Giga Drain or Surf. I don't know, just something. Because you know, why not? Giga Drain or Surf for like the Onixes. Like if you just need it, just like whatever. Literally just like whatever. Aerial Ace or Surf could be like, I don't know, you could still do Brick Break to drop Onyx and hit Rhydon hard, you know. Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me for this video, guys. This is my 6 underrated Pokemon of Firered, Leafgreen. 2 most underrated, I guess, if I had to pick, would be Arbok and Flareon, probably. Anyways, that's gonna do it for the video, guys. Thank you all for the support recently. Love you all. Expect a Black and White stream, Gen 5 Nuzlocke tomorrow, Monday, and I will see you guys later.